Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gaming with Blockchain. So this is like an impromptu video. I just realized my previous content kind of sucked when it comes around to showing how to craft in our planet. Again, something with the audio, which is frustrating, and I do apologize. So I decided, since I'm doing it again, I'm going to try to craft something. Might as well record it, and then you can see in how the process moves along. And if you already know about it, well, you don't need to watch it. And if you just need to kind of get an idea again, there's always ways you can watch it, fast forward, do whatever you need to. But this will be just a video focusing on our planet's crafting mechanism. So just a refresher, right now I'm on the our planet crafting spreadsheet, and these are all the elements that were crafted and basically finalized. These are not attempts. Those are the ones who got the first 600 trying to figure it all out. But once it's all done, this is now the formula per tier on how to craft each element here. And you really want to remember, if you want to craft these elements, if it's already been maxed out at 600, you're not going to get an NFT. You'll just get the FT element, in which you can use later on, but you won't have an NFT element that you can apply and stake later within the game itself. So remember, there's two things that you are rewarded: an FT and an NFT. If you hit the mark before the 600 quantity. So, excuse me. So what I wanted to attempt here is a hurricane. So as of last night, this has jumped. Everyone started to craft it maybe about 40 times already. So it's getting closer to its endpoint. And it costs, this is the total amount that would cost to do so, 520,000 Aether, requiring 13 air, 17 earth, 13 water, and 9 fire. So I may do that one, or may do a storm. Let me go back and see what I have in my inventory. So going to the generator, I have a wave, a tobacco, ash, fire, ash, and tree. If I go to our planet, if I want to do a hurricane, I have room to do that. If I want to do a storm, I have room to do that. If I go back to our planet, I could look at what I have in amounts of staking. Okay, so I have 774 plus what I have here in the top corner at 373. So I do have room to do either of these two. I could do it to tsunami as well. It will be 24 fire. It will be a T5 category. And then if I want to get into the other areas here, I have rust I can make. There's electricity that's getting close to its endpoint 1.4. I don't think I have enough for electricity at all. Um, and yeah, there's room possibly for a grenade, maybe, or fireworks. No, no, not enough for fireworks. So maybe enough for a great grenade. There's glass. Glass is 1.9, so no, I can't touch that. And you can see here in the T8s, well, those are excessively even higher numbers. Then I'm looking at anything here. So these are numbers that are relatively high. If I could do a, no, the blade's gone. So I'm just doing a quick scout here. The bulb is out. 1.6. So yeah, basically T7s are out of my range. So I'm within the T6 and T5. So if I look at compass, too high, glass, too high, rust I can do. I'm at the edge of rust for T, and electricity we already concurred that was too high. Bullet still too high, and fireworks still too high. So let's take a look at rust. Rust will require 700 Aether. It's just like the hurricane near the end point, or storm near the end point as well, all within a certain price point. I could do a tsunami. It's just starting. It's 1.0. But I'd rather try to go for a higher tier if I can, and I could touch the T6. So I'm going to try to go for a T6 at 700 Aether. So what I'm going to need to collect, it will be 10 air, 36 water. So I'm going to highlight this here, right here. And I'm just going to write down in my notes because, like I said, in my previous original piece, it would be great when you do this and you have two screens going, because you can just look at them side to side and off you go. So we're going to look at 10 air, 36 earth, 13 water, and 11 fire. Total of cost would be 700 Aether. So I am going to go back to the planet. I'm going to claim this because I don't have that in my inventory right now. So I'm going to claim all of this at this moment. Approve it. Click OK. So now I've had the full tally here. And now I'm going to go to the shop. And I'm going to buy the full elements that I need. So I need 10 air. I'm going to buy it. Confirm. And approved. Okay, and then now I'm going to buy 36 earth. Approve. Then I'm going to buy 13 water. And let's see if that... Just waiting for that transaction to go through. Close. Let's go back to my inventory. I'll go back to the generator. So I have 10, 10, 36. It's great. Go back to the shop. And it didn't go through, so let's go do that again. 13 water. And it's like I said, it's just good to double check. Click approve. And then you know the base element going through. And then 11 fire. So if I want to go back, I go back to the generator. I can see now I have my 13 water. Go back to shop. I need 11 fire. And that's been processed. Okay, so now I have all the base elements that I need. I'm going to go to the generator here, and I'm now going to look at what I have to create. So I already have 2 air and 1 water, so I don't need to now mix too much, but I have to make metal. So in order to make metal, I need now to create a stone because I already have the fire. So in order to, and I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to create stone. So in order to create stone, I need to create lava. I need 2 lavas and 2 airs, which I already have the 2 airs. So now I need to make a lava. So I need 2 lavas in order to make stone. So lava, I need 2 earth and 2 fire. So basically 4 and 4. So 2 earth. So click it. 2 earth. Click here. 2 fire. And now it's going to give me a reward of 503, but it's going to give me a minor cost of 0.02, 0.03 if you want. So for my lava, this is the first element I need to make. I'm going to confirm that. And a bit on the glitchy side today, so it has been having little issues. Let's go back here. So again, go back, metal. So for metal, you need coal, 2 coals and stone. In order to get stone, you need to make 2 lavas and 2 airs. And in order to make lava, you need 2 earth and 2 fire. And if we go back, let's see if it had a chance to reset, and maybe not. And I'm just going to refresh the page. So my quantities are still there, so I'm going to go back and try it again. And I'm going to do construct, approve, and it's telling me how much of the sand wax will be withdrawn. And now I just do discover, and I have my claim of my first lava. I need 2 of these, so I'm going to do the process again. Click here, 1, 2, click here, 1, 2, click construct, improve, discover, and now I have 2. So I have my 2 required elements to make the lava. So I have my 2 lava here, which now again to make the metal I have to make my stone, right? So now to make stone I need 2 lava and 2 air. So I have the 2 lava, which is here, 1, 2, and 2 air, 1, 2. So let's go back just so you can see it again, so we can recall what we're doing. And again, I know it can be kind of tricky because I am making rust. I need metal. From metal I need to make 2 coals and a stone. So I'm making the stone right now. In order to make the stone, I require to have 2 lava and 2 air. So right here I have the 2 lava and 2 air. I'm going to construct it, improve, and I'll discover it. And now I have the stone. So now you notice I am not getting an NFT here. I'm only getting an FT element because the quantity of these have been maxed. So all this is only giving you is FT tokens, fungible tokens, not the NFT tokens that you'll see will happen here once the rest is created. So once the rest is created, we will be able to see what's going on there. So now I have the stone, I have a fire, and now I have to generate coal. In order to make coal, I need 3 pressures and 1 plant. So in order to do the pressure, I need 4 earth. So I need that 3 times. So now you can see why earth was one of the highest numbers. So I'm going to do 4 earth 3 times. So that's 1. Do it again. And remember, you're doing a double confirmation in theory because you're also paying the small little fee that's here. Remember, there's always transaction fees, and the difference between chains is which fees are higher and which fees are low. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be the 3rd one right now, because if you look at pressure, I already have 2 here, so I'm going for my 3rd. I'll claim it. So now I have 3. So if I go back again to what we were talking about before, in order to get pressure, I'm always going to go backwards here. So this will make sure you understand. Metal is at T5. I need to make T5. I already have the stone. I have to make coal. I have to make 2 coals. In order to make 2 coals, right here I need 3 pressures. So I still have to now I got the 3 pressures for the first coal. I now have to make a plant. Plant is a T3, and it requires now energy, mud, and rain. So going backwards, to make the plant I need to create energy, and energy is going to be 3 fires and 1 air. So write this down. So I'll need to do 1, 2, 3, and 1. 3 fires and 1 air, right? Because I need to create energy. And energy is needed now to create, and like I said, you can always fast forward if it's boring you, but I'd rather err on the side of caution. So I have metal. From metal I need to make coal. From coal I need to make a plant because I got the pressure. From the plant I need to create mud and energy. I'm now constructing energy. Energy requires 3 fire and 1 air. 3 fire and 1 air. That's 1. I'll discover, claim, and I could do it again because I got metal, metal, coal, coal, requires plant that we're doing right now, and a plant requires energy, but I don't need to do it because I only need 1 plant. So now I need to create mud. I need 2 muds. So mud's going to be 2 earth and 2 water. So 2 earth, 2 water. So that's going to be my first mud, because if I recall, to the plant I need 2. So again, 2 earth and 2 water. So now I have my 2 earth, my 2 mud, my 1 energy for the plant, 2 mud, 1 energy, and now I have to create rain. And rain will be 2 air and 2 water. So now I have rain. So right now I can now generate 1 plant. So it will require, so I have 1 plant at this point, and now I can create 1 coal. Recall right now we're ready to do the coal. So if I go now to make my coal, I need a plant and 3 pressures. So I can go in here and take my no, I didn't make my plant yet, my bad. I missed the whole plant ingredient itself. I made all the stuff here, but I didn't make the plant itself. So I need to now add the rain, the 2 mud, and energy. I skipped a beat. So I'm going to add the rain, the 2 mud, and the 1 energy. Now I have the plant. So I have the plant, and now in order to make the coal, I can add the plant and the 3 pressures that were there. So plant and 3 pressures. Now I have a coal, but I have to do this again, simply because the metal requires 2 coals. So we repeat this whole process all over again. So I have to make 3 pressures. The pressures were before 4 earth, right? To do pressure. So let's go back. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first one. discover. One, two, three, four. Pressure number 2. One, two, three, four. Pressure number 3. And then we go back again, because like I said, when we're creating a second coal, we already have one. I already have now the 3 pressures. We can go back and make the plant. So I need energy. My energy is going to require 3 fire and 1 air. So energy is now made. Now I need the 2 muds for the plant, right? Because we're creating coal, so we need that 1 plant, so I needed 2 muds. So the mud was 2 earth and 2 water. Right. So plant is 2 muds, so 2 earth, 2 water again. So with the plant now, I got the energy, the 2 mud, and now I just need the rain. And the rain, if you recall, 2 air and 2 water. Discover. Now to put them all together to create the plant will be the rain, 2 mud, and energy. So rain, 2 mud, and energy. Right? If you again always double check it, doesn't hurt to check it more than once. So the plant, because again we're going backwards here, I need another plant in order to create another coal. I already have the 3 pressures, so creating the other plant. The plant is the rain, the 2 mud, and energy. So I got rain, 2 mud, and energy. Discover. So now I have what I need for the plant and the 3 pressures now to create the secondary coal. Because remember, we're making the metal, right? Which I need two coals to do. I already have 1, so we're now making a second coal. So second coal is a plant and the 3 pressures. So plant and 3 pressure. Construct. Improve. And discover. Now I have my 2 coals. So now I go back. I have the 2 coals. Now I could do the 2 coals to make my metal. I could do the 2 coals, the stone, and the fire. So I take the 2 coals, the stone, and my last fire. Alright, so let's go back, double check, because remember what I'm making right here is rust. So rust needs a metal and 2 waters, 2 airs and 1 water. I am now about to make the metal piece with 2 coals, stone, and fire. So I got two coals, stone, and fire. Construct, approve, discover. Got my metal. So now we're down to the last stage of it, which is now to create the rust, which will now be the metal, 2 air, and 1 water. So now see how it works out. 2 air, 1 water, and metal. So that's the 4 elements. So I'll add my metal, 2 air, and 1 water. Let's go back, make sure that's what we want. 2 metal, 2 air, and 1 water. I construct, approve, and discover. Discover. There we go. So now you see the difference. Because this category still didn't reach the 600 mark, you end up with an NFT and an FT. So I'm going to claim it now. So I have the FT composition here, which I can add later to any other builds I may need to do later on. But also in my inventory, I now have the rust, and I can unpack it and see what I discover there. You can see, yes, I'm really bad with all my unpacking, but this is for the demo purposes. So let's see what we have here. Get the card out of it, and it's another common. I've been graciously blessed with many commons, but I'll claim it anyways, because now what I can do with what I have in my inventory in elements, I can now put this to stake and earn 87.5 in Aether per hour. So I'll stake it. So now that's been staked. So I go back to my inventory. As I said, I haven't unpacked any of these. I'm supposed to actually send them to a sibling, but we'll be doing that in a moment. I look at what I have generated. This is what I've generated so far. I look at what's in my staking rewards. This is where I am right now. This is what I have left in value. So there's not much I can do until I gather more Aether, because right now you can see the let me just do a refresh here. You can see as far as where the numbers go, if I do earn enough or stake enough in the Aether side, I may be able to catch a hurricane and do the hurricane, or the storm will be a little further out. The tsunami is way out right now. So the fireworks. So you can see how as the tiers go up, some of the values in order to craft them increases as well. But at the same time, it's the joy of it. It's the joy that you get in a card that you can apply later and do whatever explorations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be opening some of these packs, but I'm going to send them off to a partner with me here, and we'll see what we discovered in our stakes that we have. And hopefully my unpacking is done. I have to actually get onto that. So hopefully this has been helpful and a lot clearer than the previous crafting. And if there's any questions, like I said, you guys have been great. Subscribe, follow, send me some comments, and what's going down with what's happening in the world of NFT and blockchain gaming. You've seen all of what's being discovered as the game moves on. Still more stuff to be discovered here. But stay tuned. I'll be trying to send out these little tidbits as we move along, and all the community members, the women and BI, POC, against the grain, think a little differently, and you can imagine quite a lot. So until then, take care, and we'll touch base next time. Bye.